Hey everyone, welcome to the last one. This is the end of our Rivals of Ixalan full set review, and we're going to be going through all the green cards, even though my background is
Yes.
a blue-white card.
Yes, you're just insulting me, aren't you? You're putting a blue-white card on my beautiful green set review.
It's so green. It's magnificent. I couldn't not use it. So we're going to have a look at the green cards, and to get me through to the end, Anthony, you ready to go?
Yes, we leave the best to last.
Alright, well you can kick us off with...
Aggressive Urge. 1 and a green. For an instant, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Draw a card. Come on. I don't know. Draw a card is really enticing, but I don't think this is that great. Otherwise.
Yeah, most of the other combat tricks, the 1 and 2 mana combat tricks and the other colours, were a lot more powerful.
Mm.
And is this better than River Herald's Boon?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
No way. That puts 2 counters on Merfolk. This is temporary, and drawing a card's nice. It's just so tempting. Draw a card is just a good ability, but I don't think I like this.
This is the 3 best words in Magic.
They are. Oh, draw 3 cards is better, but
Alright. So, this one is one of our enraging dinosaurs. It's a Cacophodon.
well done.
So it's a cacophony, so it's loud. It's a screecher. 4 mana 2/5, and when it's mad, you know. Whenever it's dealt damage, untap a permanent.
The whole jungle knows.
It can kind of have vigilance if you block it.
Yes.
I'm not happy with this card.
Yeah, I don't know why this is uncommon.
Untapping permanents is always a powerful thing, so I think they were just being careful with it. They don't want too many of those around.
Okay, sure.
Because I mean,
But
you can attack, trigger enrage, untap a bunch of things. You know, put something on it to untap stuff. I think untapping permanents is powerful, so they were being careful with it.
Sure. Okay, having said all that, I still don't think it's that good. You're not going to pick it very highly.
No, it's pretty okay. Like 2/5 isn't bad stats, but it's not great.
It's pretty bad. Cherished Hatchling. 1 and a green for a 2/1 dinosaur. When it dies, you may cast dinosaur spells this turn as though they had flash. And whenever you cast a dinosaur spell this turn, it gains. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may have it fight another target creature.
Ooh. Look at it. It's so cute. It's a very cute little dinosaur. That's really weird.
So it's like
ability.
When the offspring dies, the mother comes to beat the crap out of whatever was there.
Yeah, pretty much. This is going to lead to some blowouts, I think. Just attacking in with this, if your opponent blocks, they've got to be real confident.
Yes. I mean, it's easy to take 2, but that's what makes this card good.
Yeah, and I mean, if this is sitting back on blocks and your opponent's just sitting there with mana open,
that's where it gets more interesting. Yeah, if this is sitting on blocks and you've got your mana up, that's going to be interesting.
the problem is you really want something else to do, because if they don't take the bait, they don't swing into it, then what do? You can't just not play your creature.
That's true.
So this is going to have some really interesting play lines, but
yeah, don't get too fancy with this. It'll be good. Don't worry.
enrage trigger. If you
for your bigger stuff, yeah.
Okay. The Colossal Dreadmaw is back. It's a 6 mana 6/6 with trample, and they reprinted it.
Why?
So moving on. Crested Herdcaller. This is a 5 mana 3/3 with trample, and when it enters the battlefield, it comes with a 3/3. So this is 6 mana with trample for 5 across 2 bodies.
Yeah, 6 power. You mean?
Sorry, 6 power. Yes,
Yep.
6 power for 5 mana.
This card's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Its ears or whatever it is on its head look weird, but
Yeah, kind of like a rabbit's ears.
yeah.
Floppy.
But I like it. I think it's good.
No, this card's really good. I'm a big fan of this. Anything that gives you 2 decently sized bodies, that's really good. Like what was the card we were... was it Regisaur Alpha?
Yeah.
This is only 1 bit of power less than that. And it's only in 1 color. Like, this is a really good card.
it's a Regiserath is rare. It gives haste. I don't know if you can quite
Yeah,
compare it to Regiserath.
but in terms of power and toughness in limited, that's really what matters. The haste doesn't matter that much.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
it did, but 6 power of trample for 5 mana on 2 bodies is huge.
Yeah, no, I like this. I like that we've done the whole package. The fact that they've got 2 dudes in art as well. It's just there's 2 of them. They've done really nice. Nice card.
Really good card.
Alright, another Merfolk.
Deep-Root Elite. 1 and a green for a 1/1 Merfolk warrior. When another Merfolk enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 counter on target Merfolk you control. So this, I want it to be 1 mana, but I know that's too good.
You can't do that.
I know, but it feels like 2 mana costs too much.
Nah, I'm fine with playing this at 2 mana. The fact that turn 3,
Constructed?
turn 4, you can just keep... It just keeps getting bigger, and even if you don't want to attack with this, you can buff other... It's target Merfolk, not itself, so...
Yeah, I know.
I'm liking it. Also, this may make me want to play that 4 mana enchantment that gives me 2 Merfolk.
Yes.
So just doing those sort of little token things.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
I like
this
it.
is
for constructed more than not.
Yep.
With regards to limited, it probably still gets there if you're in the Merfolk deck, but
yeah.
not
Again,
as
you want
impressive.
10 plus Merfolk. Otherwise, this is just not going to do anything.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yep.
Enter the Unknown is a 1 mana sorcery. Target creature you control explores, and you may play an additional land this turn. So this is kind of like Explore for 1 mana.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like Into the Unknown?
No. Should I?
What I like it. I mean, it's not always drawing you a card, but the fact that it's early ramp, you need a creature to target for Explore. So it's either making a +1/+1 counter on a creature, as well as giving you the opportunity to play extra land.
Is that worth a card?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. I don't know. I've always been a bit funny with Explore, so I don't know. This doesn't really entice me. I'll have to see it in play before I play it, I think.
I just think the thing with Explore has always been you're not sure what you're going to get. Whereas in this case, you're a little bit more confident in the fact that if I get that extra land, I know I can play it. And I'm getting ahead either way. Either my creature gets bigger, or I'm getting ahead on mana, which lets me play bigger things. This is going to be in one of those big ramp decks. It's not going to be in your little Merfolk tempo deck.
Yeah,
But
I guess so. But this is only good up until, like, what, turn 5? And then it becomes kind of... eh?
even later
Right.
in the game, you're just like, okay, my creature, I'm either getting a land off of my deck, which is nice, I'm effectively drawing a card, or my creature's getting a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the uncertainty of that. But
That's fair. I'm not
I don't
playing a
know.
lot of this,
I'll
I'm
have to
not
see
picking
it.
it early, but I will put
I'll
it
have to get
into-
smashed with it.
You probably won't. This is one of those things you won't notice.
I don't
it's
know.
a little effect.
Well, maybe I'll watch a streamer do it or something. Feel the impact of it.
Keep
I
an
just
eye on
can't. I can't pull myself to play this card. I'll have to see it.
To be honest, you as the green blue player, if you're not playing this card, then it's probably terrible. I'm gonna put it-
Yeah, I guess so. Forerunner of the Heralds, 3 and a green for a 3/2 Merfolk Scout. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a Merfolk card, reveal it, and shuffle your library and put that card on top. Whenever another Merfolk enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Forerunner of the Heralds. Yes. Again, I think like all the other ones, you need to be in the deck to do it and have like good Merfolk to look up. I like that this puts a counter on, and this thing can quickly get out of hand with probably 2 activations
Yeah,
of that.
certainly. This seems pretty good. The fact that you've got so many quality Merfolk coming into standard, that I think this might also make it into that deck. I mean, you just need density when it comes to the Merfolk deck. So
Yeah, and yeah, I think that's just it. Yeah, just the fact that this has got 3 power itself means it can tussle stuff on the board, and you can just let it go if you have to. You don't need to get that second ability.
Yeah.
So it's
That
good.
seems good. Next we have the giant elder dinosaur. This is
Huge.
Galta, Primal Hunger. It's 10, counted 10 colorless mana and green, total of 12 for a 12/12 with trample. But it costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control.
Cool. Did they just want it to be like 12s all around? Because I don't understand how they figured out that it needed to be 12 mana exactly.
I just wanted to make it as big as they could, I think.
Well,
So,
what's the difference between 12 and 13, really? Or 14?
they wanted to put the 10 mana symbol on it. That was
Yeah, I think you're right. I kind of... I don't think I can play this really in limited. I don't think I can.
I mean,
I'm just going to top deck this at some point with nothing on the field, and it's going to just sit in my hand.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite going to get there in limited. I mean, it could. It's
It
one of
could,
those, if you're
yeah.
in that dinosaur deck, it only takes a couple of creatures in play, a 3/3 and a 4/4, and suddenly this only costs 5. So
Yeah.
that's really on curve. 5 mana, 12/12. If you're playing
Yeah.
on curve, even remotely on curve, this is going to get cheap.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, it's going to be really swingy. Maybe it is worth going for, just because you just don't trade off your creatures for a couple of turns and then slam it.
I mean, 12/12
Yeah.
trample, unless they have destroy target creature, which they could, or a pacify, they're dead real quick. They haven't got much time to deal with
Oh
this.
yeah, they've got like 2 turns and that's it. Game's over.
I know. I think I'm gonna take it first pick, unless there's a chupacabra.
Who am I kidding? I'm going to take it first pick, even if there is one. I'm going to try to play with this. I just know I am.
I mean, it is strongest of all, so you've got to take it.
Yep, that's it.
Alright, I got another Merfolk. It's a 2 mana 2/1. Get Rope Stalker can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less.
Seems good.
Yeah, seems like I need a piker and you need Merfolk, so.
Yeah, good card. Hardy Veteran, 1 and a green for a 2/2 human warrior, and as long as it's your turn, it gets +0/+2. That seems good too.
So it's what, 2/4 on attacks, 2/2 on blocks. That's, yeah, fine. Decent bet.
Yeah, yeah, I like that a lot. That's a good card.
Hunt the Weak is back. This is a classic green removal spell. It is 4 mana. Put a counter on a creature you control, and then that creature fights. So if you're in green, play Hunt the Weak and play 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, yep, the card's great. It's an interesting artwork. Are you in the thing's mouth? Or, like, what is going on?
Yeah, looks like you are. Our perspective is from within the Death Lizard's mouth. And Mr. Dubin, the monkey, is about to be chomped.
Yeah, cool. Alright, that's weird artwork, but cool.
Yeah.
Jade Bearer. 1 green mana for a 1/1 Merfolk Shaman. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on another target Merfolk you control. Yeah, I kind of like this.
So this one's kind of interesting because it's not the best 1 mana play. Because it's a 1 mana 1/1 Merfolk, that's it.
Agreed.
On turn 1. But if you have other Merfolk, it starts to get better.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's not something I would normally go for, but I've just seen so many 1 mana cards in the Merfolk deck from regular Ixalan draft that this would just be playable. This would just be good.
Yeah.
But it's probably changed now, and now it's not good. And I'm going to pick it, and it's going to be crap.
Yeah, I don't think I'd take this as my early Merfolk. I'm in a Merfolk deck, so this is a fine turn 2, turn 3 play to buff up my other Merfolk. Like, I want to play this on my 1/1 unblockable Merfolk and give that as a 2/2 now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Yeah, but then you got just a 1/1 dude that's doing nothing, which kind of sucks.
Well, it's a merfolk. It can
Yeah,
be booned with River Herald's boon if you need to. So.
yeah.
The Jade Artisan is another merfolk. It's a 4 mana 3/3, and when it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+2 until end turn. So this is kind of like a Yavimaya Force Mage, but for one more.
Yeah. So the cost is more, the power is more. I do like that a 3/3 body for 4 is better than a 2/2 for 3, I think. So that's something.
And being slightly
This
late,
is-
you generally wanted to play that card a little bit later anyway.
Yeah,
Because
you're
you're
right.
buffing up one of your other creatures, so you're just trying to keep attacking, keep getting in.
Yep, and this is going to be really good on those sort of hard to block merfolk. So yeah, this is what you want.
Sounds good. We now have a Jade Light Ranger.
Oh, I don't think I've seen this card. 1 green for a 2/1 merfolk scout, and when it enters the battlefield, it explores. Then it explores again. So that seems good to me, because you're most likely going to be a 3/2 and draw a card out of this. You could potentially just be a 4/3 for 3 mana, which is really good. And what's the other option? Drawing 2 lands for a 2/1. Draws 2 cards. Yeah, that seems really good too.
Yeah, I'm liking this on basically every front. The fact that you explore means if you hit a non-land first, it's a 4/3. Because you just put it straight back on top of the library and then look at it again. Even if you want to get rid of it, I would just make my card a 4/3 and then pitch it after that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's how I would play it as well. It's good.
So yeah, I'm happy with this card. Again, it's not a windmill slam, but it's strong.
Yeah, just a good value card.
Next we have the Jungleborn Pioneer, even more merfolk. This is a 3 mana, and it's 3 mana 2/2. It comes with a 1/1 hexproof merfolk, which I think that's really good. 2 merfolk for the price of 1.
Yeah, nah, I like that. Again, 2 bodies. Even though these are a bit weaker, 3 power and 3 toughness for 3 mana. That's good.
Well, we've seen at least 2 other green merfolk that trigger when merfolk enter the battlefield. So this is triggering both of those twice. We've got the other legendary merfolk that wants lots of them. This is just ticking all the boxes.
Yeah, this is good. And you should pick this pretty highly, I think, in terms of commons, yeah. Knight of the Stampede. 3 and a green for a 2/4 human knight. Dinosaur spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. I'm getting really sick of these, to be honest. Like this is like what, the 3rd or 4th one that reduces the cost of dinosaurs. I get that they're trying to make the deck thing, but this is just boring now. Like, I don't like this card at all.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 of these that have exactly this kind of text. There's 2 cheap ones that reduce by 1. This is slightly more expensive, reduces by 2.
And I like the body better, I get it, but it's boring as hell. Like, I don't know, I don't like it. It doesn't fix you, yeah, anyway.
Naturalize is back. Some more art for Naturalize. Basically, destroy an artifact or enchantment. Going to be good if your opponent has those legendary enchantments.
Yep, I like the Pirate's Cutlass on the foot there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's come from some very good advice from Captain Lannery Storm there, which is let the sword go rather than lose the arm with it. So, it's good advice. Okay.
4/2 for 3. We've seen this before. There was one in red in the last set, I believe. And this is filler.
This hasn't been good since Ferocious. That was the only reason this card, this 3 mana 4/2, was ever properly good. Was because it had 4 power for Ferocious. That was when.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's fine. I'd probably rather have a 3/3.
I agree. 3/3 is better.
What are we at here?
Overgrown Armasaur. 3 green for a 4/4 dinosaur. And it has Enrage. Whenever Overgrown Armasaur is dealt damage, create a 1/1 green Saproling creature token. See, that's really weird. Like, why Saprolings here all of a sudden?
Because the saplings are growing on the Armasaur, and so when it gets hit, one of them falls off.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. I actually like this card because you can kind of attack and still be able to race really effectively. Because if they're blocking or chumping or whatever else, you get a sapling, so you can block their biggest thing as well.
You just go attack past each other.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be fine. This is a good common, I think, for 5 mana.
I think it's okay.
More so than like the 4/4 that has haste if you have a dinosaur or something like that.
Yeah. Did that cost 4 though? No, that cost 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 red.
Yeah, I think it's better than that. Yeah.
All right. Path of Discovery.
3 and a green for an enchantment. Whenever a creature enters a battlefield under your control, it explores. No way. No, I'm not playing this card.
No. This is way overcosted. If this was like 2 mana, I would play it. Because you could play it early and then play your creatures and they get little incidental bonuses.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
4 mana is way too much for this.
Yeah, no way.
Plummet.
I like this card. I've always liked this card. Good sideboard card, and it's really powerful sideboard card too. So when you bring it in, it's going to be good.
Yeah, especially for those who may be a bit newer, this is your first pre-release. Plummet is a great green card because green has a lot of trouble with flying. So you pick these up, you put them in your sideboard, and when you're having trouble killing flyers, because your opponent's in blue, you bring this in and kill all their flying creatures. So.
Or one of them.
Well, yes. It can kill any of their flying creatures.
Yes. Good into HG too. Always play them into HG.
Yeah, you probably main deck this into HG because the opponent should be playing some kind of evasive flyers.
Yeah, and there's no sideboarded games. So.
We have the Polyraptor. This is a weird card.
Yeah, I love the art for this card. But yeah, 6 green for a 5/5 dinosaur. So that's 8 mana dinosaur, and it has Enrage. When it's dealt damage, create a token that's a copy of Polyraptor.
So this, I think, this is a really big reason to pick up those Enrage payoffs. The ones that deal damage to multiple creatures. Because you trigger it the first time, you get 1/5/5.
Oh my god.
You then hit all of them for 1, and they all trigger and make 2 5/5s. So now you've got you do it again, it just doubles. So this could be a really big build around, and I think I would have fun trying to build around it, but I don't think it's the most competitive way to go.
Yeah, just because it costs 8. If it was 7,
Yeah.
I think that would be like I'd slam this. But 8 is just so much more than that. And the first thing I thought about when I did see this card, I remember seeing it a couple of days ago, I think, is it Staticaster? And I just wish it was in this set.
Is it Staticaster, the Staff of Nin, that sort of thing going with this, where you just every turn ping it, make another one.
Yeah, but Staticaster hits all things with the same name, so...
Oh, it does it?
Yeah.
Right, I forgot that part of that, because it was good at killing Lingering Souls tokens.
Yes.
Yeah,
but anyway,
it can be a bit of fun. But yeah, pick it up if you want to have a bit of fun, and probably in your slow decks, you could probably play it in Sealed and into HG, but...
This is the card I'm looking for, that green card that reduced cost by 2, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're on to Strength of the Pack. This is 4 green, put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control.
This is so hit and miss. It's very powerful. If you've got like probably three creatures, this is a really, really good card. But anything less than that, I don't think I'm very excited by it.
Yeah, I feel like this is along the lines of your Overrun effect. It doesn't give trample, but it gives a permanent buff, so...
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
I'm feeling like I probably do want this in my green decks. It's a little bit expensive, but I could definitely put this in a green-red or green-white deck.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see it now. Maybe even the green-blue decks, if you're getting a few Merfolk tokens, you might be able to get there with this.
Certainly a way to end the game in a green-blue Merfolk deck, because I feel like the Merfolk need a way to finish. They've got a couple of unblockables, but this is something that's just going to go, all of my dudes are huge, so you're going to die now. Alright,
yeah. I wasn't looking at it sort of like an overrun, but now that you mention that, I think I like this more, so yeah. I'm going to play this. Swift Warden. 1 green for a 3/3 Merfolk Warrior with Flash, and when it enters the battlefield, target Merfolk you control gains Hexproof until end of turn. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Pretty
happy
good
playing
with
this, I think, in your Merfolk decks.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it blanks removal for you really nicely.
Yep.
Giving another dude hexproof, and just a 3-mana 3/3 is fine as well. If they don't play removal, just flash it in at the end of turn.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to eat a creature with this, just flashing it in, giving itself hexproof,
Yep.
and then blocking.
Yeah, I mean, what was there's either Briarpack Alpha or similar. There's a Flash Wolf from a little while ago. It was a similar kind of card. I think it cost 4, 3 and a green for a 3/3, and you did the same thing. You just flashed it in to eat something.
Yep.
And that was always good enough. So.
Yeah, good card. Pick it highly.
Alright, the Tender Shoot Dryad. This is 4 and a green for a Dryad. It has Ascend. It's a 2/2. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. And if you have the City's Blessing, those get +2/+2.
You will get that pretty quick. You're getting it each upkeep, so that's on your opponent's turn and your turn. This card's pretty good.
Yeah, it all reads a little bit awkwardly. It's 5 mana for a 2/2, and then you're getting it. But yeah, when you put it all together, that's on the turn you play it, you have 6 permanents minimum, probably 7 if you have one other creature. It goes 8/9 by your turn. Play another creature, 10,
land. Yeah.
and you've now got 2 3/3s out of it.
And getting a 3/3 every turn.
Yep. Now, granted, it has to survive, and it is a 5 mana 2/2. So a lot is going to kill it.
But still.
I think if you can get that to survive, it's going to be really good. And it's splashable, because it's only 1 green. I think this is a good Ray.
I think it's really good. Yeah, I'm going to be looking forward to playing with this.
Nice for your Azuri deck too, I would think.
Oh yeah, I've thought about that.
Yeah, good fun for some EDH decks there. There's some others like the play with saplings and sacrificing and all of that. So any kind of Abzan or green-black type decks that like to sacrifice can have a bit of fun with that as well.
Yeah, and because it triggers on each upkeep, that's huge.
Going around the table. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thrashing Brontodon.
I really like this card. 1 green. Yeah. For a 3/4, so the stats are just great. It's a dinosaur, which is awesome, and you can pay 1 and sacrifice it to destroy an artifact or enchantment.
They just didn't stop designing this card. 3 mana 3/4. Done. Make it a relevant subtype dinosaur. Great. Also, by the way, naturalized for some reason.
Why not? This card's so good.
Yeah, why play Appetite for the Unnatural when you can play Appetite for the Unnatural as a 3/4?
Exactly.
That's awesome. This is the sort of thing that makes me decide, do I want to be Merfolk, do I want to be Dinosaurs in Standard?
Yeah.
Some really good stuff. Yeah,
This
awesome
is a good card.
And just, you can play it in Limited all the time. Main deck it in Limited.
Yeah. It's going to be probably one of your best 3-drops, so yeah.
So we have a Thunderherd Migration. This is Rampant Growth. So 2 mana, get a basic land into play tapped, shuffle your library. It will cost you 1 more if you can't reveal a dinosaur. So if you have a dinosaur, it's 2 mana, don't have a dinosaur, 3 mana. Probably always play in dinosaurs.
Yep.
And then probably play in Merfolk as well, if you want to splash.
Depends how high your curve is, I guess, in Merfolk. Usually, it's from what I've experienced, it's pretty low, so you don't really care about the land ramp. But dinosaurs, every time, yeah.
Yeah, if you're in dinosaurs, this is just always making the main deck. If you need to splash for something, if you're in green-black and you want to splash something, you probably play it even without the dinosaurs.
Yep.
Yeah, really cool card.
Very good. Wayward Swordtooth. 2 and a green for a 5/5. Wow, that's huge. Dinosaur. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. That's a powerful ability. And Wayward Swordtooth can't attack or block unless you have the City's Blessing. Ah, there is the downside.
It comes pre-pacified.
Ah, no, I don't like that. No, I really don't like that.
3 mana for a exploration, so you get to play an additional land each turn.
Yeah. Is that good by itself? What's exploration usually cost?
1.
Oh, okay.
for an enchantment. 1 green for an enchantment that does that. I think in some decks this is gonna get there, but it's not a high pick. In that kind of that Saproling deck that we just saw, if you can get Ascend, that's really important. If you can't get to Ascend easily, then you don't want this card.
Yeah. So see, it's stuff like this, like the fact that this is a rare, makes me think that Ascend might not be as hard to get as we're seeing it.
Well, I think it's achievable, but it's something you're going to have to work for. I think it's not super hard, but it's not something that's just going to naturally happen. You have to do a little bit to get there.
Yeah, I know, but this is a rare. Like, you'd think that'd be like a build around uncommon or something.
Oh, you can't put this at uncommon. You don't want that ability around all the time.
I guess so, yeah. Just that ability, yeah. Okay.
See, I like it. I don't think I'm going to first pick it unless I've got a relatively weak pack, and I'm trying to push to build around that.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But I will pick this up relatively early. Like, I'm not going to see this on the wheel.
Yeah, you won't see it on the wheel, but I don't know. I'm going to have to try it. I really need to see how Ascend goes.
Yeah, Sealed, I mean, play it in Sealed, play it into HG, because you're going to get to Ascend a lot easier, and that extra ramp early is going to help a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
World Shaper. What does this do?
This is really cool art. 3 and a green for a 3/3 Merfolk Shaman. When it attacks, you may put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. And when it dies, put all land cards from your graveyard onto the battlefield.
So this is Splendid Reclamation that you have to wait for, but also has a 3/3.
Yeah, I don't know.
And there's just not a lot of decks that want to self-mill. Godfarrow's Gift is currently in Esper already, so it doesn't need a green card.
Yeah, this is sort of a random card, isn't it?
Maybe there's a green-black Reanimator deck.
Maybe.
Because we've seen a few green-black reanimation type things. The land, the enchantment that turns into a land, for example.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe this helps with that, but I don't know. That's kind of random sort of stuff.
It's very unusual. I think this is one to keep an eye on, and if I open this up, just in general, I'll probably put it away in a folder for a little while, because this is one of those that could become a key part of a strategy we've yet to see.
Yeah,
That's the way I sort of
good
look
point.
at this one.
Yep.
As it stands, though, 4 mana 3/3 isn't bad stats.
But you're not really looking for it.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think we have no more green cards. So, how do you like green?
I think I like it. I think I like black more, to be honest, which is weird, but we'll see how we go.
Alright, so we've seen it all. What do you reckon? Favorite card?
It's got to be Chupacabra, right?
Yeah, Chupacabra, this one, yeah.
For like a non-rare, but my favorite card is mostly because of the artwork is the red Elder Dragon, dinosaur, Elder Dinosaur.
Like in the Elder Dinosaur, I'm probably going to take the black Elder Dinosaur. I think that's the best one for me.
Yeah, that card's really cool too.
Alright, well, thank you again for joining me to get through all of these set reviews.
You're welcome. Thank you, Brett.
No worries, and thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed and are ready for your pre-release. And we will catch you at the pre-release if you're there, or next time we have a set.
Yeah, see you then, guys. See ya.